Bisaria, many congratulations. I really look forward to reading your book in its entirety. It's absolutely riveting, what I have heard and read about it so far. Mr. Bisaria, tell us about that moment, where Abhinandan had been abducted by the Pakistanis. And India had to explore its options. Just give us as much of an insider view as possible as to what happened at that moment that led to the decision making.
Thanks, Arnab. Great to be here and great to be talking about this episode which I've captured in my book, among many others. It's a 560-page book, an account of what happened from 1947 to 2023. But this is a particularly telling account, as you said in your opener, because what it demonstrated was India's capacity to use coercive diplomacy and India's will to use coercive diplomacy and in an effective way. So what had happened, in fact, at that time was that on the 27th of February, we had discovered that an Indian pilot had been taken prisoner, and that was Abhinandan. And there were these videos that were circulating suddenly, what we call very vulgar machismo of showing his bloodied nose and so on, that he was present in Pakistan, and all international norms and Geneva protocols demanded that a prisoner of war be returned unharmed. After that, a series of developments took place, and India activated global diplomacy, very direct diplomacy, but accompanied most importantly with a very credible threat of force, which made Pakistan change its position and return the pilot quickly. Now, blow by blow, I have talked about this, but what essentially happened is that there was a request from Imran Khan to try and speak to PM Modi to try to de-escalate the situation, but India's ask was very clear: please release the pilot. There was talk in Pakistan with other diplomats and with the Indian Acting High Commissioner. Pakistan was saying that they have credible information that India has directed 9 missiles against them. This they even put out in the public domain, and they were trying to ask India not to do so. But India had made it very clear, overtly and otherwise, that the ask was to return the pilot, which would lead to de-escalation, and not returning the pilot would lead to escalation. So even before Imran Khan got up to make that statement in Parliament on the next day, that is the 28th, India already had information and credible assurances from various sources that Imran Khan would make that statement and the pilot would be returned in a defined timeline. So, which is what effectively happened. Imran Khan did make that statement and the pilot was returned the next day. So, I think the important point is that it was a successful use of coercive diplomacy of a very credible threat of force, which in the words of foreign diplomats, had Pakistan completely spooked. And the evidence for that is also available in what happened in Pakistan's parliament, which a member of Pakistan's parliament revealed a year later that Shah Mahmood Qureshi, the foreign minister, and the army chief came to a closed-door session to brief parliamentarians. Imran Khan was supposed to be there as prime minister but refused to go for whatever reason. And they said, this parliamentarian said that Qureshi's legs were shaking and there was sweat on his brow. So I think that was evidence of the effectiveness of the message that India had conveyed.